Hello students, welcome to the third session of class 11 Accountancy, Introduction to Financial Accounting. Before starting today's class, let's have a quick recap of our previous classes. In our previous classes, we learnt about bookkeeping, meaning of accounting, definition of accounting, accounting as a science and an art, objectives of accounting, functions of accounting, and the different users of accounting. Now, let us see the advantages of accounting. The first advantage is replacement of memory. A businessman need not remember all the transactions. Accounting provides records which will furnish information as and when desired, and thus it replaces human memory. The next advantage is if there is any dispute, the properly maintained accounts acts as a good evidence. If accounts are maintained properly, it will be of great assistance to the businessman in settling the income tax and sale tax liability. Otherwise, tax authorities may impose any amount of tax which the businessman will have to pay. So, it's really a very big advantage. It helps to compare various aspects like profits, sales, expenses, etc. with that of the previous year and helps the businessman to make significant changes to improve his business. In case if the businessman is interested to sell his business, the properly maintained accounts helps him to ascertain the selling price of his business. Though accounting has lot of advantages, there are certain disadvantages too. As you all know very well, accounting records only those transactions which can be measured in monetary terms. Those transactions which cannot be measured in monetary terms, such as conflict between production manager and marketing manager, efficient management, etc., may be very important for a concern but not recorded in the business books. The next disadvantage is effect of price level changes are not considered. Accounting transactions are recorded at cost in the books. The effect of price level changes is not brought into the books, with the result that comparison of the various years becomes difficult. For example, the sales to total assets in 2005 would be much higher than in 2000 due to rising prices. Fixed assets being shown at cost and not at market price. Another important limitation is personal bias of accountant affects the accounting statements. Accounting statements are influenced by the personal judgment of the accountant. He may select any method of depreciation, valuation of stock, amortization of fixed assets, and treatment of deferred revenue expenditure. Such judgment based on integrity and competency of the accountant will definitely affect the preparation of accounting statements. Accounting statements are prepared by following basic concepts and conventions which may not be realistic. Example, going concern concept says business will continue and assets are recorded at cost, yet the assets may not realize their book value. So, the accounting information may not be realistic. As it allows alternative treatments like providing depreciation on straight line or diminishing balance method, valuing stock on LIFO or FIFO method, the data may not be accurate. Sometimes, profit may be shown in excess by manipulation of accounts by suppressing costs like depreciation, advertisement, and research and development. Information supplied in profit and loss account and balance sheet is at the end of the year. It only gives a view of what has already happened. So, it is historical in nature and not according to the current scenario. Now, let us discuss the different branches of accounting. First, let us see about financial accounting. Financial accounting is that branch of accounting which involves identifying, measuring, recording, classifying, summarizing the business transactions. That is, it involves the steps from identifying, recording of transactions to summarization and communicating the financial data. Next comes the cost accounting. Cost accounting is that branch of accounting which is concerned with the process of ascertaining and controlling the cost of products or services. Finally, management accounting. It is that branch of accounting which is concerned with gathering and processing information relating to funds, cost, profit, etc. to simplify the decision-making process of management. Now, let's discuss the steps of the accounting process. First step is identification and recording. For recording, we use journal or subsidiary books. Second step is classification of transactions. Classification means segregation of transactions on the basis of nature and posting them in a format known as ledger account. Third step is summarization. It includes preparation of trial balance and financial statements. Fourth step is analysis and interpretation. It includes an assessment of the financial reports and making some meaningful conclusions. The final step is communicating information to the users. It includes sharing the financial reports and interprets results to the users of financial statements. Students, you may wonder what is journal, ledger, trial balance, etc. Rather than explaining theoretically, when we do it practically, you will understand it better. We will learn all these terms practically in the forthcoming sessions. Thank you, children.